Hello everybody, Floppy Hat Photos back here again for another episode of my Be Positive van update. And it's kind of dark out here, it's dreary, overcast, and I've got my old iPhone right here blocking the light there, little flashlight, and I'm recording this on my new iPhone. So we'll see if we get enough light to actually see what's going on in here or not. It's hard telling. As you can see, I got a puppy that definitely loves being inside the vans and stuff. He absolutely loves my other van too, any type of vehicle. This right here is the one cabinet that was right above my head here on the driver's side. The doors you can see over here is part of the cabinet that was on the passenger side. The other part of that's already in my burn barrel, because you can see there's a wood seam where they glued it and hold up. While it was installed, it wasn't too bad, but it had to go, because if you look on down there, right here is actually a mold that was growing inside that cabinet from a small leak up top that I did not know was there. And had I not tore that cabinet apart, I would have never known that. Would have been breathing that mold, wouldn't have found the leak, might have gotten worse, so on and so forth. So then the one here, this piece, was actually the rear cabinet that went on the back side right up here. That right there is also gone. I was going to build all my own cabinets. The little cabinets are on the sides. They were too small to really put anything in there of any size, so I'm going to probably build shelves with maybe bungee cords to kind of hold stuff there. Don't know what I'm doing yet. I just was tired of the look of them. Tired of the fact they weren't worth a damn. And now my dog hears a bird out there kind of whimpering and making weird ass sounds, so he's now excited and wants to go out and try and find it. So anyway, these little pockets here are actually what were in the front of the van. They're all gone. Had the TV holder, all that good stuff, and that was all right up here in the front, which you can see also is completely gone. You can also see where the paint is superbly thin on the outside, allowing that fiberglass to allow the light to shine right through. Also up front there, it's just they've put the paint on super thin. Fiberglass is probably a little bit thin there also. So I think what I might do is come in here. I've done fiberglass work in the past. I'll probably layer on a couple more layers of fiberglass in that corner just to kind of rigid it up, because it is a weak spot for being run into stuff, and then probably put a coat on there, and then I might paint the top of the van. I haven't made my mind up completely yet. It's pretty bad shape. But you can come around here and see the metal lip right here. That's actually part of the top of the van. They've rolled it up to make the frame and stuff, so the outside fiberglass drapes down over it. So if there are any leaks there, it's going to hit this actual part of the old van and then run back out. So that's a cool thing about it. I'm happy with it. There are some wooden supports in here which run across these ribs. So there's 5 of them across. That's where the old headliner was screwed into. I took the old headliner down, the plywood down, which I'm super glad I did, because had I not done that, I would not have found that mold that's in that little piece right over there. I would not have found that at all. And it's actually leaking through where the roof rack was installed in the back here. You can kind of see it right here. This is where the mold was coming through at. It was also leaking over here, which I had suspected that. It's actually got a drip right there getting ready to form. So that right there has still got a little drip coming in. I'd seen there was some mold here, which is going to come out also. So I thought that's where the leak was coming from, but I didn't realize there's actually a leak right here at the same time where the other holes were. So super happy I pulled the headliner all down. So I'm just going to basically just seal it up from outside. I might put a roof sealer on there instead of painting the roof. I haven't made my mind up yet. But I'm super excited that I tore this apart. The other reason I wanted to tear it apart is I want to know how thick the fiberglass was. I want to know what the ridge supports were, all that, because I got to put my fantastic fan in. Might put in 2, I don't know yet. I also have access now to my rear third brake light, which I can install a reverse backup camera in there superbly easily now. I have great access to it all. And I've taken out, you see all the stupid wires back there again? I've pulled out probably another 4.5, maybe 6 pounds of wiring. I have to weigh it and find out exactly. But this thing is just all kinds of tore up. Like you can tell, all this is getting burnt, and not but until I get it finished the way I want, because I might want to use these for patterns to make new pieces. So that is exciting. I'm covering up these 2 side windows. I have come to that full conclusion, 100% cover up. I was going to actually leave these little openings here open so I could slide the little vents out. And I might regret that when the time comes. I have the roof fan going, and that would be right above my bed. But I don't want to be leaning against a window and trying to seal it up and build a frame around it. It's going to be hard enough to do. And doing it over here on this side is going to be one thing. Doing it all over is going to be another. So anyway, that's all I got for right now, I guess, for the update. So yeah, this thing is just tore up, as you can tell. And I've been just trashing this thing. And my buddy threw a fit 'cause I tore the seat out and a couple other little things. And I couldn't imagine what he'd be thinking right now. if he saw it the way it is. You can see it from the front looking back. It's just all kinds of screwed up there. So I'm gonna hold on to that little infinity lighting deal. I might see about keeping it around for a little while. Maybe somebody wants it. I thought hanging it up in the garage, throwing some 12 volt at it, whatever, but it will not go back in my van because I'm not really into that whole weird smoked tinted mood lighting. So all these little switches over here and stuff got to come out. I believe, the one thing I believe I'm going to do on this side is just going to replace the panel from right here, which is, this is the rear side barn door. From there back, I'm going to replace that, and by replacing that, I'll be able to leave this top header here around the door. All that will all stay the same. And what I might do, because I'm thinking about it, it's going to be hard to get this to fit around that window frame again. What I might do, which I haven't decided completely, I might pull this off, reskin this, and then put the same piece back up. But I will not know until I get in here and see how bad this mold is actually affecting this plywood. So most likely it'll get replaced also. So we'll have to go and see. This plastic here, it's just tinny. That's not even Ford window because it wasn't from Ford. This was put in by the Viking company. And they're crap. They're absolute junk. They're falling apart. The way they're mounted is junk. So I got to figure out some way of making a mold that fits that with wood most likely. So anyway, that's all we got so far. That's our update, and other than that, I'm happy with it all, I guess, so far, per se. The doors are still working just fine, the barn doors here. Oh, I actually have it locked, never mind. But I had the door locked, but that door is still working. Both the cables on the other doors are working also. So anyway, which actually I lied, this one's not working right now, so it doesn't have to do with being locked. But anyway, I guess that door's not working. The rest of the other one in the back is working. I'll get that looked at and go from there. It sounded like one of the washers popped off. So anyway, I'll fix that door too and then move on. So you can see the top of the van. I'm not sure if I really pointed here. It's all kind of just the crappy up there. And then this is where I talked about where they put the white paint on, clearly thinner, because you can see where it's wearing off right in there. And it's just, the paint didn't hold up to this much sun abuse in that. So the front still, same old seats in that, no big deal there. Ton of wiring. I took out the little switches up here that went back to the mood lighting, so I'm not going to be running the mood lighting. So all this wire is still here. I got to figure out which ones these I need to grab a hold of to put in my own switches. Probably to run like fans and different things. I don't know what I'm going to run off it yet. So anyway, my dog's out there chasing his ball. She's coming right behind me. He's wanting to play fetch again. So I'll be back in a little bit. Next time I make some updates on this, you guys have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Get out there, hit the road, and get your van on.